Welcome to Theology for Everyone series. Let's start today's video with a simple question. What makes God as God? I don't think answering this question would be a hard task. Simple answer for this question is God's own unique attributes make him God. In other words, God's qualities or characteristics make him what he is. Throughout the history of humanity, even today, numerous men and women have claimed to be God. Some of them have even convinced their adherents about the same. The only way to verify their claims is to assess whether their qualities are compatible with attributes of God. Learning the attributes of God not only helps us to eliminate false claims, but also to identify God's characteristics and their relation to us. This is what we are going to learn in this and following few videos. Topic of today's video is attributes of God. When we talk about the attributes of God, we are trying to answer questions like who is God? What is God like? What kind of God is He? God is unlike anything or anyone we could ever know or imagine. He is one of a kind, unique and without comparison. Even describing him with mere words truly falls short of capturing who he is. Our words simply cannot do justice to describe our holy God. While fully comprehending who God is impossible for us as limited beings, God does make himself known in a variety of ways and through what he reveals about himself in his word and in his creation. We will discuss every attribute of God and learn why those attributes of God are important for us to know. Attributes of God are the qualities that belong to God. These qualities are not acquired qualities by God. Rather, they are what He is and ever has been and ever will be. There are numerous attributes of God such as incorporeality, infinity, omnipresence, omniscience, omnipotence, creator, sovereignty, transcendence, immanence, oneness, trinity, aseity, incomprehensibility, immutability, impeccability, providence, goodness, graciousness, holiness, wisdom, jealousy, love, mission, righteousness, and veracity. Theologians categorized all these attributes of God into two. Number one, incommunicable attributes. These qualities are possessed by God alone. And number two, communicable attributes. These are the qualities that both God and we possess, though only God possesses them perfectly. Incommunicable attributes are nothing but the characteristics or qualities that God only has. Beside him, nobody shares these attributes. These qualities make him very unique and only one of this kind. On the other hand, communicable attributes are the characteristics which God has shared with us as we are created in the image and likeness of God. Though we share the communicable attributes with God, we are not perfect in those attributes, whereas God is perfect in all his attributes. What comes to our minds when we think about God is the most important thing about us. Knowing God and his qualities is not just informative, rather it's transformative. Our understanding of the characteristics of God will shape our Christian life and worldview. Incommunicable attributes of God tell us what our God is capable of and thus help us to have faith in His reign. For instance, when we know that God is omnipresent, which means God is present everywhere, we can be assured that God is present with us in every moment of our lives. When we know that God is omnipotent, which means God is all powerful, we can have faith in God that there is nothing impossible with God, and thus our prayers will be full of faith though the situation seems to be impossible. Communicable attributes of God remind us that we are created in His own image and likeness, and thus we ought to live a life that is compatible with those qualities. For instance, when God is faithful, we who share His attribute of faithfulness are also expected to be faithful. While God forgives our sins, obviously we ought to forgive the shortcomings of others. Therefore, knowing the attributes of God are not just acquiring information, but it is knowing our Creator God and His expectation of us, which will give meaning and purpose to our lives. In the upcoming videos, we will discuss the attributes of God one by one and their relation to our lives under these two categories that can potentially shape our life and thought. Thanks for watching this video. I hope this video is informative and useful. Please share this video with your Christian friends and family. Thank you.